Your ex leaked your location to someone dangerous. Be alert. Archangel Michael says, a serious force is moving toward you, one that was released not by accident, but with intention. You were never supposed to find this out, but divine warning arrives before disaster. Your name, your address, your routine, everything is now in the wrong hands. A presence you once trusted has betrayed your safety for their own selfish cause. They smiled in your face but whispered your secrets when no one was listening. And now the consequence of that whisper is unfolding. Behind closed doors, your ex passed your location to someone whose intentions are not pure. This isn't just jealousy or revenge, it's control, surveillance, and damage. Every movement you make is now under a watchful eye that doesn't mean well. You may have felt it already, the chilling sensation that someone is one step behind you. That unmarked car parked 2 days too long. The sudden message from an unknown number pretending to be harmless. These were not random. Comment, I am protected, to claim your divine shield immediately. This person who received your location isn't just watching, they're replanning. The blueprint was handed to them like a gift wrapped in betrayal. Your ex delivered what they needed: access, timing, and vulnerability. Archangel Michael says, the alarm was sounded in the spirit realm the moment this transaction took place. Even before you saw the signs, your protection team saw the intention. That's why you were guided to read this now, urgently, without delay. Don't dismiss what you feel in your gut. It's not paranoia. It's preparation. Heaven speaks through instinct, and right now, your inner system is alerting you to one truth: you've been exposed. That friend who suddenly reached out after a long time? That's not coincidence, it's recon. Someone is trying to test your softness, your forgiveness, your openness to reconnect. But their smile carries a secret mission. This isn't just about you being watched. It's about your energy being mapped. Your habits, your home, your hangouts, everything is being documented for a reason that will not serve your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 441. You need to move smart, not scared. Silence is now your shield. Let them believe you are unaware while you start taking quiet steps to reclaim your power. Change routines. Lock information. Limit who knows your whereabouts. Archangel Michael says, 2 beings of light have been dispatched to guard your doorway, physically and spiritually. They are standing at the foot of your bed, in the corners of your home, covering every blind spot that was once vulnerable. What you're going through is not ordinary. This is not drama. This is war, of energy, territory, and trust. And only those aligned with divine timing will survive untouched. Your ex knew what they were doing. They were not manipulated. They volunteered the information, and in doing so, they exposed their true nature. That is no longer love. That is treason. Comment, I cut all ties with betrayal. If you ready to be protected from this. Didn't think you'd find out. They were careless. But the universe doesn't allow divine souls to walk blind into traps. You were chosen for higher protection, and this message is the proof of it. Watch for the woman with the dark purse. She knows more than she says. She has seen pictures of you that weren't meant to be shared. She smiled at them. She saved them. Your name was discussed at a recent meetup between 2 people, one of whom you once trusted with your heart. They shared laughs while sharing your location. That was the moment the timeline shifted. There is a man driving a vehicle you once sat in. He doesn't know you, but he's seen you. Your ex gave him access to places that should have remained private. The danger is real. Type Amen to get blessing 734. You've been wondering why certain people are suddenly silent or distant. It's because they know something you don't. They were warned not to tell you, or they were involved in the silent transaction. Somebody in a black hoodie watched your door and clicked a photo. You didn't see the camera flash, but your energy felt it. That photo is now circulating in a group chat labeled under a fake name. Screenshots, recordings, address pins. They exist, not to praise you, but to track you, to shadow you until the perfect moment is chosen for confrontation. But you are not alone in this. Comment, Archangel Michael, protect me now, if you feel the warning. Your spiritual system has already started shifting. You may feel sudden tiredness, chest tightness, or ringing in your ears. It's not illness. It's your field trying to filter the psychic invasion coming from those who know where you are. They didn't just leak your location, they tried to leak your peace. What they don't know is your destiny isn't tied to your geography. Your purpose moves with you. They can't trap what is divinely protected. You're being guided to a different path, a safer one. Your angels are rerouting your movements. Accept the delays, embrace the interruptions. They are divine detours saving you from setups. Type Amen to get blessing 982. A woman will approach you with false kindness. She will mention something from your past with your ex to measure your emotional temperature. Do not reveal anything. She is the bridge between you and the person searching for you. There's a voice message that was forwarded, where your ex mocks your current life. But in mocking you, they revealed their deepest regret. They know they lost someone sacred. The person your ex gave your location to. They are jealous, not of your possessions, but of your light. Your peace is an insult to their chaos. They want to shake it. Comment, I cancel every evil eye on my location. If you feel this message deeply, you are being called to spiritual lockdown. Not fear, strategy. Your boundaries are being upgraded. Your discernment is being sharpened. You are not weak for protecting your privacy. They are pretending they've moved on, but they still monitor you daily. Through third parties, through burner accounts, through subtle traps masked as innocent messages. Don't reply. Don't explain. Don't react. Type Amen to get blessing 1111 if you recently had a dream of running, hiding, or being followed. It wasn't random. It was prophecy. Spirit showed you a glimpse of what's playing out in the invisible realm. There is a black car involved. You'll know it's the one because you've seen it before but never fully registered it. Trust your hesitation, it's valid. Someone laughed at a photo of you taken without your knowledge. They sent it to your ex with a message, still looking fine. Your ex replied, yeah, and still clueless. Comment, the divine sees what they think is hidden. If you're ready to rise above this, your home is spiritually sealed, but you must stop leaving windows open at night, both physical and energetic windows. Speak protection aloud before sleep. Clean your mirror space. Burn incense if you feel something has been off. The person your ex leaked to is not brave, they are desperate. Desperate to feel something real. Desperate to gain control over a life they don't understand, yours. This will not end in their favor. Divine justice is not late. It's calculating. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They laughed. They plotted. They tried to trap. But they did not know angels don't sleep. The whispers that passed from your ex's lips have now echoed in the heavens. And every name involved is being written down. What they thought was hidden is now under divine review. Archangel Michael says, this is your awakening to betrayal, but also your confirmation of protection. They may know where you are, but they'll never understand who you are. You are wrapped in light, armored in truth, and chosen for divine elevation. Comment, I rise above every shadow, if you claim your escape from this trap. A storm may be circling your address. But storms break before they touch the chosen. You will be untouched. Just don't ignore the signs. Don't overshare. Don't let nostalgia make you vulnerable again. This isn't just a message, it's your spiritual evacuation notice. Move differently. Speak less. Watch more. Your ex made the choice to align with darkness. Let them sit in the consequences while you elevate in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They thought exposing your location would weaken you, but all they've done is expose their desperation. You are stepping into a chapter where betrayal is turned into strength, and every trap is reversed. The reason your ex did this wasn't just to hurt you, it was to reclaim control they no longer have. Your growth humiliated them. Your healing shined too bright. So they acted not out of love, but out of envy dressed in concern. Someone will soon claim they accidentally found themselves near your location. That will not be a coincidence. It will be an arranged moment to test your reaction. Comment, nothing hidden will prosper near me, if you are walking in divine truth. This game they've started has layers. One person is watching from a distance. Another is communicating behind your back. And a third is preparing to appear before you like an innocent stranger. But heaven has already shown you glimpses. The phone call that disconnected too quickly. The knock at your door followed by silence. The shadow that moved when you turned on the light. All warnings. There is a mirror in your home reflecting more than your face. It has become a portal of observation. Clean it with prayer and intention. Speak into it, only light may see me. Type Amen to get blessing 252. The address leak has reached people you've never met. Some are pretending to be connected through mutual friends. Others are watching silently through digital footprints. A photo of your house exists in someone's folder. It is labeled with a name that is not yours. But that folder exists because your ex allowed it to. This is not just a betrayal, it is evidence. There's a moment coming where your silence will save you more than any loud declaration. You do not need to warn them, you know. Just act. Secure your windows. Secure your peace. You've come too far to be pulled back into the chaos of someone who couldn't handle your light. Comment, they lost access to me forever, if you know your energy is sacred. Archangel Michael says, a spiritual lockdown is in effect. Not out of fear, but wisdom. You are being asked to move smarter, listen deeper, and protect your life force. People are now watching your reactions, waiting for weakness, waiting for clues. But they will be disappointed because you are not breaking, you are rising. That small shift you made recently, changing a routine, deleting an old chat, avoiding a call, was divine guidance. That was your soul choosing safety before sabotage. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. They expected you to react emotionally, but you are being guided to respond with strategy. Not every war is won with words. Some are won with distance, peace, and silence. The man now following your movement was promised something: access, revenge, information. But the divine has blocked his path. His tires will spin, but he won't move forward. That woman who suddenly complimented you on social media? She's not just being kind. She was sent to study your mindset. Don't engage too deeply. Keep her at surface level. They know what you post. They save your stories. They analyze your silence. Comment: my silence speaks protection. If you trust the spiritual shifts, you are being watched for a reason. Because you carry power. Because your voice disturbs the spirits of those who thrive in manipulation. Because your presence reminds them of everything they are not. They can have your location, but they will never access your destiny. Soon, someone will pretend to be a delivery person, but they will hesitate. Watch their eyes. Trust your hesitation. Don't open unless your spirit gives full peace. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. They're trying to provoke you, to stir a reaction, to lure you into contact. But you are done playing their games. This time, they will be speaking to your shadow, because your spirit will already be gone from their trap. The number that keeps calling without leaving voicemails? That's not a mistake. That's a signal. They want to confirm if you are still vulnerable. Someone in a white shirt and black cap passed by your street 3 times yesterday. They made a call. They mentioned your name. But your angels intercepted the energy. Comment: every shadow tracking me will walk in confusion, if you know you're divinely defended. The leak may have occurred in silence, but the response from the heavens is loud. Your ex did not know how high your protection has risen. They underestimated who you've become. You are not the version of yourself they knew. You are not reachable through the same emotions. Your frequency has upgraded. They no longer have the key, but someone else now has the map. That's why this message comes with urgency. This person who received your location is working fast. But divine justice works faster. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. Keep the next 3 days spiritually clean. Speak protection aloud before leaving the house. Don't ignore your intuition. If it says don't go, don't. If it says take a different route, do it. A digital breach may occur. Someone trying to reset your password. Someone trying to trace your IP. Lock it all down. Spirit is showing you how deep they're willing to go. They are calling it just curiosity, but it's surveillance. They are calling it concern, but it's control. They miss knowing everything, but now they know nothing, and that is driving them mad. Comment: I remove access from all watchers, if you reclaiming your boundaries. Someone in a group chat said, what if they find out? The reply was, they won't. We've already covered our tracks. But what they didn't account for is divine interception. What you are reading now is not fear. It is awareness. And awareness is the first shield of survival. You are being made conscious of the steps so that you may win before the battle even begins. Archangel Michael says, Those who plotted your downfall will soon have to watch your rise from a distance they can no longer shorten. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. Your door is sealed by light. Your bed is surrounded by warriors. Your aura is wrapped in truth. They cannot pass what they cannot touch. The spiritual storm they tried to throw at you has boomeranged. Their confusion will grow. Their alliances will break. And they will wonder, how did you know? You knew because your angels whispered. You knew because the divine never sleeps. And you knew because the trap was never for you. It was for them to reveal themselves. Comment, I am untouchable through divine law. If you feel this deeply, keep quiet. Keep calm. Watch for symbols. Protect your peace. You are being tested, but also upgraded. This leak they caused will be the moment they lose all access. From this point forward, they will only hear about you through others, never again directly. Type Amen to get blessing 7000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They thought leaking your location would pull you back into chaos. What they never expected was that it would awaken a version of you that never bows to fear. You are not running, you are rising, higher than they've ever seen. You've already started shifting your energy without even realizing it. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you answer calls, it has changed. That is your spirit preparing for elevation after exposure. They are circling, but they are not touching. The forces trying to reach you are being delayed, distracted, and disrupted. What they planned for harm is turning into their greatest spiritual punishment. Comment, their trap is now their lesson, if you, walking out of this untouched. A man connected to your ex keeps refreshing your online status. Every time you go quiet, he assumes something is wrong. That's how obsessed they are with your every move. You don't owe them your energy, not even in thought. Every time you stop yourself from reacting, a piece of their power over you breaks. A woman who laughed at your pain now fears your silence. She has screenshots of your past, but none of your present. That's why she's been lurking, waiting, hoping to find new cracks in your armor. Type Amen to get blessing 7311. Someone you unfollowed is trying to reappear through another account. They want to see if you're still vulnerable to their charm. Don't take the bait. What they bring is not curiosity, it's control masked as interest. You will soon notice a pattern, a new follower, a strange message, a mutual friend behaving oddly. It all points to the same source. Your ex opened a gate, and now shadows are trying to walk through it. But they will be stopped at the threshold. Light repels darkness, and your frequency is too high for their plan to survive. Keep cleansing. Keep guarding. Keep moving smart. Comment, no shadow may enter my space if you are walking in protection. There is a specific time, 3:22 a.m., when you may suddenly wake up. That is not coincidence. That is your spiritual body rising to guard your physical one. The leak has caused a ripple in your timeline, but not a collapse. In fact, it's created a shift that will ultimately lead to exposure for them and elevation for you. Archangel Michael says, they will not get away with it. Their names are now known in the higher realms. What they've whispered in secrecy will soon become a loud echo in their own life. Type Amen to get blessing 8008. The person driving past your house twice a day will suddenly stop. Not because they gave up, but because they realized you are not alone. There is a divine field surrounding you now. That dream you had of being chased? It was symbolic. Not of weakness, but of your spirit outrunning a threat. That threat is real, but so is your escape. Your voice has been mentioned in 3 different places this week, none of which you were physically present in. That's how powerful your essence is. And that's also how desperate they are to drag it down. Comment, I call back all energy spoken about me. If you feel the spiritual reach, you will feel the air shift when you enter certain rooms. You'll feel tension in your shoulders, chills on your skin, tightness in your chest. Pay attention. These are not symptoms, they are signals. Someone tried to speak ill of you in a space where your spirit already lingered. Their words bounced back. That's why they're restless. That's why they're now trying to manipulate the story. Let them. Because their story will crumble under the weight of your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 9449. They know you know something has changed. That's why they're suddenly more quiet, more distant, or overly kind. All tactics to see if you'll speak on what you've spiritually received. Don't tell them. Just show them, with boundaries. Someone you haven't heard from in months is about to text, I was thinking about you. But they were not. They were told to reach out. There's pressure from the group trying to pull you back in. Comment, every false connection is cut off now, if you refuse to return to the cycle. The photos they used to track you won't work anymore. You've shifted. You're no longer spiritually visible on the same level. Their location tracking will glitch. Their screenshots will blur. They'll feel like they're losing grip, and they are. This isn't just a season of escape, it's a season of reversal. The very energy they tried to push onto you will now return to them in waves. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. Archangel Michael says, this final phase is the closing of a karmic door. The betrayal was seen. The exposure was acknowledged. The response is already unfolding in the spirit world. Your ex is pretending everything is fine. But inside, they feel the shift. They know something is no longer accessible. That is your energy. That is your light. That is your future, and they're not in it. They whispered your location hoping to start a storm. But all they've done is trigger the thunder of divine justice. Comment, let the divine thunder speak for me, if you, ready to rise untouched. From now on, your walk will be protected, your rest will be peaceful, and your energy will repel what once tried to consume you. This was not just a warning, it was an awakening. A camera watched you yesterday, but the footage was corrupted. That's not technology, it's protection. Someone mentioned your name today with bad intention, but their voice cracked. That's not coincidence, it's divine disruption. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. This location leak is their last act of control. After this, nothing they do will affect your path. You've been rerouted, elevated, and guarded. They'll try again. But the gates are closed. Heaven is watching. And so are you, finally awake. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.